First of all, it's been a while since you dropped something.
It has.
hmm So, what made you to decide to go ahead and drop "I Believe God"?
You know what, Christina? Listen, I was, I've been down for a while, and when I've lost my father, and
Right.
you know how that is, and it was really tough for me, and I took a while. It was a lot going on, and I was actually at one of the top parts of my career
Mm-hmm.
when that happened, and my finances were stressed at that point. I was doing a lot. I had to pull back, help my mother, and you know what? I said, well, you know what, God, I just gotta wait on it.
Yes,
Whenever the time is right, I'll know, and it's now. And I feel
that's
like the
good.
song is just now. I feel like it's a right now song with all what's going on. We're unsure about, what is happening in politics and all of that. I think we just need
Right.
to focus on trusting and believing that God got us.
You know what? And we just had a politician on the show, a congressman. Well, he's running for Congress, and you know, he's a Republican, but basically the conversation is like we have to admit that it's not a Democrat or Republican or independent. It's like
Hmm.
we all have to come together, just get on one accord and really try to make a difference. And so it's like James is like we're all experiencing almost the same thing. Like the world is somewhat in an uproar, but those of us who stand for God, we have to stand strong. And so yes, that song is definitely current because in spite of what the grocery stores are saying for the prices, in spite of jobs being lost, and we've even had catastrophic events happen. We've had more airplane crashes. Like in spite of all that, we gotta
Right.
believe God.
And yeah, we got to believe and trust that God is in control. A
Hmm.
lot of times we try to lean on ourselves and lean on, whatever humanistic things that we have, but it's bigger than that. We got to
Yes,
lean on and trust that God is in control of this world. He created the
yes,
heavens and the earth. We got to trust and believe that He gonna do it, and we're gonna be
yes.
just fine.
Well, James, I can see that it's definitely a buzz for I Believe God. I love the
Oh my
fact
goodness.
that, I'm on social media. And so I love the
Yes.
fact that we can even add your song to our photos and our posts. Like, it's already in the lineup. I mean, you doing it,
I'm so
James.
excited.
Hmm.
Listen, Christina, you know the story. You know how long we've been out here. You know that I started off going on. I was doing radio, and I
Right.
was on the radio tour with you guys.
Yes.
You and Tony D and
Yes.
Larry Roberts, and so you know the story. I'm just so grateful to still be here, still be doing what we're doing, and still be relevant because a
Yes.
lot of people have fallen off. A lot of people have lost their way, if I could say.
Hmm.
I'm so glad I'm still here.
Yes. And you know what, James, let's be truthful here. There's even some people that have less left just the gospel music industry.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. That's very true. That's very true. It ain't a easy, and what people fail to realize is that an industry is an industry.
Yes. Yes.
They forget those business parts of it. Yes, we're spiritual.
Hmm.
Yes, it's at the top tier of what we do, but it's still an industry. And so
Yes.
there are people that in there that whew, let's just keep our prayers up and trust and believe in God.
So even with that
You
being
know?
said, what makes you hold on? What makes you say, you know what, I'm still going to sing this type of music?
You know what? The core values of what I am and who I am. Christina, I've gone through a lot. I we all have. And we all can
Right.
say that we all have a story, right?
Hmm.
My faith is what I have a song that I have that's called "I Choose Faith," and my faith is what keeps me here because. You know, through those times, I didn't know what I was gonna do. Like I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm again." What did I say? Leaning on myself, right?
Hmm.
And I'm going, no, no, it's God, it's God. And so this has kept me here. The message and the message of the gospel and spreading what we're here for, why we're doing it. Because if it could, I wrote the song for me. Let me just be honest. I
Okay.
believe God. I wrote it for me. But I know that it'll bless other people because when I was in my dark moment, I didn't know what to do. I just kept playing it over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, you know what, James, get your behind up. You got this. And so
Yes.
that is what has kept me here because I just know that it's more work to be done. It
Hmm.
ain't over yet.
It ain't over yet. I love that, James. You have always been very positive, very inspirational. In spite of everything you may have been experiencing or going through, you still uplift others. You have been just a positive force, even for me. There are things that I've shared with you that I haven't shared with anyone else, and you're right there to encourage me and uplift me, and things that I need to know. You'll make sure I know to keep me in the loop, and
Mm-hmm.
I love
Mm-hmm.
that camaraderie and that support that you give to others. It's really appreciated. Now you've released this new single. We playing it, we jamming it, we loving it. Are you
Woo!
are are you back performing as well? Or are you full fledged back into your music ministry?
Christina, I am full fledged back in that thing. And I mean, when I tell you I'm back in it,
Okay.
I am on the road. I am on the road. That's why I said, y'all, bring me out there to Houston. Well, actually, just let me know I'm flying right now. I'll catch me a flight in Houston right now. I'm ready. That's
Yeah.
my second home,
Yes, yes.
And so I am on the road. I'm in Augusta next week, a television taping and performance. And then I'm performing for a radio station out there that way that
Okay.
night. And I mean, I am out. I'm out. Well, the kids like to say, because we teach kids like
Mhm.
to say we outside. I'm outside.
Yes,
I'm outside.
everybody. He is an educator, music minister, music leader,
Yeah.
band director,
Hmm.
principal in the making.
Come, almost done, Christina.
Okay, I'm proud of
Oh, I'm
you.
so excited.
I'm proud of
Oh,
you because we need
thank you.
people like you in leadership. First of all, male, being a male. Because
Hmm.
growing up, we did have a lot of males, but it kind of fell off. And I think,
It faded. Yep.
yeah, it did kind of fade. And so
Hmm.
students need to see male figures and black male figures and positive Christian male figures. So, yeah, definitely I'm proud of you and what
And
you're
I'm gonna
doing.
set the example, and I'm gonna show them how to dress too. Ain't
Come
that right,
on,
Christina?
dress to
Because I'm gonna
impress.
do it.
Yeah. And you know what? What's so funny, James, is I remember my educators dressing very well.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
and
It's a
now
standard.
it was a standard, and I know
It
now
was a standard.
we're a little more lax. But one thing my
Hmm.
students can say is I still I bring it. I bring it. You know.
That's right. That's right. That's
Eh,
right. I dress, Christine, because I love fashion, and then two, I want to show the boys something else. A
yes.
lot of them don't get to see it, and so I
Mhm.
just want to give them something else to see.
And do you feel,
Yeah.
James, that what you do in education and what you do in the music ministry, all of that is a part of your purpose?
It's aligned. Everything is aligned,
Hmm.
Christina, because we're ministers, no matter where we are. And in that classroom, those kids need it. Some of them will never get to see Jesus. I mean, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, they
Yeah.
will never get to go to the church house. They'll never,
Right.
some of them don't go. And so they will never get to experience it. We are the people that are showing them,
Hmm.
are introducing them to them. And it don't have to be a certain way, because some people say, oh, I know they ain't doing that in the school. I mean, let me tell you something. You can give Jesus by showing love. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? You
Yes.
can give God by being compassionate and caring. I pulled a student in the office today and I said, listen, I care about you. I don't know
Hmm.
about nobody else,
Hmm.
but I do, and I want you to pick yourself up and give me a little bit more energy in this here school, because you got to get out of here.
Yes. Yes.
That's love. That's God. That's
Hmm.
showing God.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Well, James, you know I'm known for a message of hope, and
Yes.
again, you're just so positive and inspirational. For those who are listening and tuned in, and they love your music and they love who you are and what you represent, give us a little message of hope.
Listen, the message of hope tonight is I want you to keep going. Despite what things that you've gone through, because we all have a story. We all have a life that may not be what we dream to be, right?
Right.
But God is the creator of all. And I always like to tell people that God does all things well. We may not understand it. It may not be to our humanistic understanding, but in
Mhm.
the spiritual realm, God is in control and He has it. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to keep going. If you have a dream that you haven't seen yet, and you know that it's aligned with the Word, and you have a relationship with God, pursue it. Keep going. Don't stop right there. Don't give up because it's hard. Keep going. It may not it may not be today. Everybody's story doesn't happen at the same time. It may be the guy from KFC. started a franchise after 60.
Mhm.
You don't. Yours may not be 29. Yours may not be 56. You may not be getting married at 45.
Mhm.
But whatever that is, whatever is for you, and it's gonna happen. You just gotta
Yes.
trust and believe it.
Ooh, James, I felt that. Yes, that is so true. Just keep going. That's the bottom
Yeah,
line. Keep going.
yeah.
James, I
Don't
love
stop.
the new single. So you mentioned that you got some upcoming events. So how can people know where you're going to be, and maybe they might want to book you and have you come to their area? How can people do that?
Well, you can actually. My social media is Facebook is Dr. James L. Patterson. My Instagram and all of the other sites, TikTok. I love TikTok, y'all. I'm so sorry. Um, TikTok and all of that is I am just James. I wanted to keep it simple like that because I am a simple person. It looks like I'm a lot, but I'm not. and then and then James Patterson booking at gmail.com is how you can book me. Y'all, please bring me somewhere. I love spreading the gospel. I love telling everybody that there's hope and that we're going to keep going and trust and believing and we're going to be positive about it and we're going to have a good time doing it.
Yes, you know what? I want you to know I was following you again for your international travels. I enjoy
Oh,
watching
goodness.
you sing, and I enjoy seeing you travel. Where are you going next internationally?
This year is a longer tour for me.
Okay.
When I went last year, and Christina, I have to be honest, I had the flu. I caught the flu when I got over there.
In Italy?
And yeah, and nobody knew. Nobody knew. They
Oh.
said, James, you were out there singing down. And I said, my God, to God be the glory because James was about to pass out up there. No, I'm just playing.
James, you know what? We're gonna have to cover you because you had the flu last time. Then
I had the
last time
flu.
you were suffering in your health right before you came. Like we rebuked that.
The enemy tries to get on in there, but I'm not letting them win. But let me tell you something.
Mhm.
Even through the flu,
Mhm.
there were promoters that were there that were saying, "No, I'm booking him right now." I'm talking about $1 million promoters. I want to book him right now.
Okay.
The label over there said, "Well, you have a year into the book. We want to book him right now.
Okay.
Put the label on the phone right now." And so because of that, now our tour is from December 3rd all the way into the beginning of the new year,
Look
and
at
that is
God.
long. But I'm so excited about that because we go to
James.
Spain again, and I'm excited.
Oh, I'm like,
Yeah,
how can I drop on in December? I'm like, I need to meet y'all in one
you
of
know,
those
one,
spots.
two, three, four,
That's
five,
good.
six.
Oh, James,
Yeah,
that is so
yeah.
wonderful. All I can say is the best is yet to come because I've always seen and visualized and saw it prophetically even more major things. And there's some major things that happen, but I feel like the bigger things still haven't happened and it's on the way.
Yeah. You spoke. Listen, you've been prophetic, and you spoke over my life. And there have been times when I was just sitting up in there looking in the car while you were driving. But I'm telling you,
Yeah.
God is still in control, so I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations again. We have definitely put, I believe, God into rotation. We've been watching you on
Ooh,
social media. We see that other stations are playing it. So,
yeah. And it's number
download it.
one, Christina, on the gospel stations chart.
Okay, come
Number one.
on. I believe God. So,
Yeah.
continue to keep up the great work, James, and share your booking information one more time.
James Patterson booking at gmail.com. Y'all hit me up, hit them up, let them know that you want JP in your city.
JP in the city. James, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play Certainly Lord. And so I encourage I encourage everybody to make sure you follow James on all social media platforms. His TikToks are hilarious. So follow him on all social media platforms and bring JP to your city. Keep up the great work, James.
Thank you, Christina. I love you, girl.
Love you. This is James L. Patterson, Certainly Lord. Stay tuned. You listen to the Christina Lockett Show.
We gonna tell the Lord, certainly.